so far. It's a bit confusing. Okay, let's wait for everyone to join in, and then we're going to start. It's a lot. Actually, yo, how you doing? Live on YouTube. Sorry, I'm using this new tool by YouTube and it's currently confusing. So I'm trying it out and hopefully it would work out. How are you doing? How are you, Jason? Can you hear me? Tell me if my voice is loud and clear. It's funny that I'm looking at myself right now. Right. Jason. We got Jason and let's see the stream health. Okay. 7. Great. How have you been, Jason? Hi guys. Hola amigos. Well, nothing much. I promised you guys that I'm going to do a breakdown of this shot. And there you go. We're live. And since it's complicated, I just didn't want to create a video. And where it's not very complicated, it's just there are a lot of layers to explain. Hello Norway, Angelo, Nias, Andres. How's everyone doing? Oh, that's good. A7R2 is a good camera. I had it for a while and then sold that and got the A7 III. The only thing that I miss is, and I don't miss at the same time, is the the 40 something megapixels that came with it. The A7 III is still good, and it's kind of I would say not as heavy as the A7R2. So that's why, and it's balanced between photo and video, which I'm supposed to use. All right, let me rename this. Not used. This is a backup. Is there anything else? This is a reference. Good. I need to remember this. Can't remember how I edit it. All right, let me just do one thing. YouTube. Need to pull one of the videos. And there you go. Videos. Cool. Where's my interior shots video? That's gone. Can't find it. Panic attack. Ah, there you go. Oh my god, ads.
Today I'm going to ship.
copy this way back to the stream. Great. I've been alright. I've suffered a bit of headaches. Turns out I've got migraines, but I still doubt it's not migraine. So recovering so far. I need to get another opinion. I'm not sure if our doctors are capable of understanding. I need to a bigger camera. I mean, if you don't have a camera already, any camera would do. I started with a Canon 550D. Can't recall the name of it, but it was a basic entry-level camera, and that worked out for me. Once you think you're ready to move into a new system, then you will know it. Trust me when I say that. Any cheap camera that you can start with right now is really good once you understand the basics of photography, and then maybe move into car photography, post-processing. Then you might need better system or camera to work with. So here I got Jason, who just purchased the A7R2, which is a really amazing camera. Not maybe for beginners, but I mean, if you can get it around the same price that he did, that would be perfect. Alright, so I guess let's start. I think we have not many, but good to start with. This is going to be live on YouTube or played back on YouTube. So in case you've missed it and you joined in the middle, it's going to be there. So I'm going to base this YouTube. Hello, Portugal. Sorry, I'm going to base this shot based on one of my videos on YouTube. I've shared it in the chat. I'm going to share it in the description below as well. I used light painting, and I'm not sure if you guys have seen that video, but let me show you the layers. And let's start with a basic layer, which is this one. All right, where did everything go? Okay, there it is. So I used the ice light to light paint these shots, and I really wanted to get the interior of the Q8 because it really has really nice ambient light, and it's so hard to get it when you do light painting. So I think I left one layer that had really nice details, such as this. Again, if you're not sure how or where to start, put that video in the description below. It's a walkthrough of everything that I've done to shoot that Q7 interior, and I used similar technique here. So it's basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different exposures, and at each exposure I would mask in the details. So let's have a look at this. So that's another exposure, and I use this for the wheels over here. Sorry, the steering wheels. That's kind of odd. So the steering wheel over here, and I use the mask to just paint these in, like so. So it's a bit of the wheel. You can see I've added the seats just a tad, and yeah. Now for the next layer, felt this was like overly lit, and I just wanted to show the ambient light. And I know that you might be thinking that, okay, this is not evenly lit, but like so, like this, it really shows the ambient light more than this one over here. Crew. So yes, where I mounted the cam. Well, I didn't mount the cam. So the way I positioned the camera, I had it on a stand at the from the back seat. So it was actually outside of the car, And I've put the passenger seat down, as you can see, and I added the camera on a stand at the back door. Actually, it was outside the car, and I pointed it into that direction. I'm not sure about the focal length, but I think I zoomed in a bit, so to narrow that wide shot on the 24mm to get this detail. So that's how it was mounted, and I tried not to hit it or anything to move the camera around. So the next exposure as well, I added the details of the dashboard, and I used this exposure down here. And as you can see, I couldn't use the entire shot because I just didn't like how the light was reflecting on the dashboard, and rather just added these details around here. Now for the last layer, I don't like how this looked like. It looked odd with half of a reflection, and it really didn't show anything, and it kind of takes away the eyes. It's just like everyone's going to look there instead of the shot. So I used one of the exposures just to get rid of that and add just like normal reflection of the gear where the handle is. All right, let's see. And if you guys have any questions, just let me know and I will answer that on the spot. Now let me see what I did. Yeah, I did these with a pen tool. I just added fake reflections because I thought it was very dull. They were very flat. So I just wanted to add a bit of depth, and I just used the pen tool to trace around, and then use the gradient tool to create this. I'm not sure if it was the gradient tool plus, well, I did use a mask. So it's either I used the brush tool and then I added a mask to control this. I also changed the fill. I can use the opacity as well, I think, so almost they would look the same to control the look of this. And I did the same thing here on top. So I did one here, and then I kind of wanted a continuation of this. And as you can see, it looks like it just like swerves to the right using the same technique. It just added more depth to the photo. Cool. I used the ice light. So the ice light 2. You can find it online, buy it online. Now you don't have to use the ice light. I think it's a very expensive one, Westcott ice light. There are alternatives. I'm not sure about how good they are, but since I had this one in hand, I used that. Oh yeah, Frank. Well, I mean, the layers, they are simple, and I built it over time. I didn't do this in one day, and it took me weeks. And actually, I shot this in June, so I did the basics once and then left it there, slept on it. Just continued with these like last month or so. Thank you, Mohammed. Thank you so much, buddy. Really appreciate it. Camera setting and focal length. Hang on. I'm using Capture One for this, and I'm not sure where and how to. Oh, there you go. So I had the ISO at 160 with 5 seconds of exposure. At f10 at 25. So, well, it's 24, 25. So yeah, I just zoomed in a bit, not too much. So these are the settings. Hang on, my dad is calling me. Just give me a second. Alright guys, just give me a minute. I need to remove my RS3, it's blocking in the way. Just a minute. Yeah, I'm back. Alright guys. These things happens only when I'm live. Alright, pilot's back. So where were we? Yes, camera settings. Yeah, so I had it on long exposure for 5 seconds. By the way, I pasted the link to the video. I know, right? So here's the video again. And so, well, actually it's more of 5 seconds in here. Anyway, I do have a video that I explain all of that. I pasted that video. It's a walkthrough of how to light paint the interior. It was from a different angle. And you can see me in this photo. I'm here. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. Controlling the camera remotely with the app, and then trying to get an exposure from the inside. The window was open from this side, and that allowed me to get in the stick inside. And I think I did everything from the outside. I didn't get into the car. I'm not sure if I did, but because, you know, if you were in the car, you would get the challenge of, you know, moving the car slightly, so you have to align the layers later on. I wish it was my car. No, it's not. It's Audi's. Well, they gave it to me to shoot it, and I did some cool shots with it, which I'm going to show it to you later on. So back to Photoshop. Where is it? There you go. So I had these layers, like I said, just to get that oomph kind of look, just to deflatten the surface of the dashboard. I emphasized the light on the left because it wasn't as shiny as the rest. It was just very weak. It didn't let up properly. Then I did a cleanup. Going over the layers here. I did remove the sign over here, the handbrake sign, and I just cleaned up the handrest because it was dirty. Yeah. Cool. I'm trying to get used to the new interface of this live stream, and keep on looking there in the chats over here. But anyway, that was for the cleanup. I'm not sure if I cleaned anything else, but mainly these spots and the red light over there. And that's where I emphasized the actual look of the interior lighting, or the ambient light. So if we go here, you can see these are just lines that I drew over the actual lights. This is set to screen, so it kind of gives it that glow, and I used a very soft brush for this. Let's place that back. And then comes in the shot. So this is from Shutterstock. Oh, great. My touchpad is not working for some reason. Let's try to reconnect that. There you go. So this is a backup. It's not the actual thing, and this is the actual thing, or maybe not. Yes, it is. Now what I did is it's kind of a mess, but bear with me here. I added a hue and saturation to desaturate the shot, and added the curves just to tone it down. And then I actually did, before that, I did copy the entire shots below. So I kind of merged all the layers into one, and I applied a mask to kind of bring the shot in, like so. And you can see, like, I've adjusted that to try and match it, because the original shot of this with the road is actually shot from a low angle, and it just didn't fit the shot. So I tried as much as I can to kind of make it fit with the warp tool and the mesh tool, and just to give it that look. So there you go. That's what actually happened. So let's see, I think there are a few questions. Why have you left Lightroom but saved Photoshop? This is a very interesting question. I did try other software, and I just wanted something that I can own without paying monthly, fixed payments every month, because I don't use it all the time. So I found that Capture One actually really handles RAW, I think, properly, more than Lightroom. Although I do miss some of the features of the Lightroom, it's just, I don't know if it's the feature or I'm just got used to the, you know, the shortcuts, how the interface is laid out. Yeah, the tools. I mean, the tools here, you've got really more tools, I think, to work with. I do sometimes miss Lightroom every now and then, but I kind of like that. Now, in terms of Photoshop, I've tried another software a while back, but again, I just didn't get used to it yet. And I think it's about time, maybe until I get used to it, or just stick to Photoshop. But yeah, that's a challenge for me for now to get work around at least. How do I handle the screen flickering? Which screen is flickering? Andres. Is it flickering to you guys right now? Because I'm looking at the live stream there and it looks okay. Why abbreviated subscriber counts? You're removing verification batches. I'm not sure what you mean, but abbreviated subscriber counts. Well, I don't know if someone can answer this guy. Not great, the image. Well, we're getting there. Car screens over here. I don't know, for some reason it didn't flicker, believe it or not. I think mainly flickering happens with the shutter speed. So I believe I got it right. And the type of the screens in the car are different. So there are the CRT, and then the LCD, and then the LEDs. These ones, I guess, just didn't do that, because I tried with the Q7, the ones with the Q7, it was almost similar. But you can usually control the flickering with the shutter speed. I think so, I'm not quite sure. I never got into this issue before. My computer setup, well, it's a mess, so I can't show you right now, but I do have the Cintiq right here, and I do have the iMac over there. Once I clean up the room, I'll leave it on my Instagram story for you to have a look. I did share that before, though. It's quite a mess, and I can't move the camera right now because it's attached with wires and stuff. No, I did not get in the car. I don't think I did. Not in this shot. So you can see these are all from here, and I think I did one exposure down there, and maybe I just had the windows down, so I was able to swerve the light stick in like so. It's very challenging when you're not in the car. So this is the complete shot without the photo outside. So here I do have, sorry, one more question. Use 1/10 low screen probably with refresh rates. So yeah, Jason got the answer for you about the refresh rate. But sorry, the flickering. They would flicker. Yeah, and I think it's also the screen type, you know, how it was built. LEDs, LCDs, and all of that. So again, I fixed the door lighting. I don't know if you see this. Now if I just get closer, and it's an OCD thing. See here, it was not complete to the left, and then I just wanted to add it there. It's an OCD thing, so I just brushed that in. Color overlay on the dashboard. Let's see. There you go. So if you look closely on the dashboard, I just wanted to get some of that ambient light, the lines outside on the dashboard and on the side. You would expect a reflection of these on the car. Maybe I should have like lowered it down a bit here because it's very bright area. I think in the dark area that would work. Sorry. That's odd. My Photoshop is really going low, very slow. Anyway, so I used these to mask out the areas, because first I didn't want to add an image, and I just used a black paint, traced around here with the pen tool, and I painted this in. But later on I rotated the car just to fit the manipulation of the photo, of the external one, and that's how I did it. This is for the side mirror. I just added a reflection of the shot outside, just copied it, and I used the pen tool to trace around that, and I used a mask down here like so. You can see I had the opacity at 67. Usually these side mirrors has like a green kind of filter that will suck the light in. Yep. I think you can, Mohammed is asking if he can use a LED ring light, and I think you can. Because at the end of the day, as long as you get things evenly lit within the car, use the same speed, and also you try to avoid having that light in front of the camera or in front of the subject that you're trying to light up, then it should work. There shouldn't be an issue. For that side mirror, I also added a green overlay just to dim it. Like I said, the material of these are usually greenish. Now you can control the intensity of that, and I did the same for the mirror over here, and I masked in parts of the photo. Like maybe I took ones of the building over here, and sorry, I don't know if you guys hear me quite well. Let me just bring this, and I did a color fill of green. There you go. And then again, I merged everything, and of course I used Camera Raw. And I did a bad thing. I did not use Smart Filter, but let me show you what I did. Told you it's a messy work, but I used it on another reference, so there you go. I increased the exposure, brought down the highlights, increased the whites to get like more of these whites in, added a bit of clarity, and that's about it for this. I don't know if I used sharpness. Yeah, I did add some sharpness as well. So that's it for Camera Raw. And then we are, yes. So I did a video a while back about overlays and how I use them. And I did add a bit of overlay to fill in the gaps. Felt like this shot is great, but it requires that these extra bonus material, I would say. So I did one video on how to use overlays, and I have a link of these packs there, and I still use them to date. I think I created that video 2 years ago. Look it up in my channel. if I enable this layer, you can see these nice overlays. I control them with the opacity and fill. So 1, 2, and set the blending mode to screen. Give it that nice feeling, cool looking feeling. All right, so that's for the overlay. What did I use this for? Yeah, I think I graded it very softly. You can see I added just like blue, light blue, baby blue, turquoise look, and with an opacity of 2 with a soft light. So I mean, it's very minimal. So this is how it looks at 100%, and yeah, I just for some reason liked it very low. There is a color lookup. I used, now I can't remember this pack. I don't know where I got this pack from, but I'll find out and I'll send it, put that link in the description so you can look it up. But these are one of the, I guess, packs that are known. And I think I spoke about LUTs. Yeah, the overlay really popped the look and feel of the car or the shot. Yeah, these are guides. I use this, you know, when it's too dark and you want to use the pen tool, I use this as a guide to look through when I do use pen tool to select something, and then I just disable it. So that's mainly how I build up that shot from top to bottom. Yep, that's about it. And I did take some shots as well for the Q8, and I think the color played a big role in these shots. That's why whenever I approach Audi, I tell them, well, listen guys, don't give me boring colors. You've got some amazing colors like the Aria blue or the Sea Punch blue or the Dragon orange. These just like pops out. It brings in or brings out the details of the car. And instead of silver, black, and I don't know what. There you go. I never revealed these shots because I don't know. It works for a sports car, not for an SUV. I don't know. Now, from this angle, it kind of looked very small. Looks very small, very tiny, and I mean, it could be used. I might edit one to see how it looks. But yeah, that's mainly it. I did a few shots here. And there you go, that's another one. I did a shot here. Didn't quite like it as much, but it was okay. And I did one from the back, I guess. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe did, maybe not. Oh, that's the one. Sorry about that. I think I'm getting sick. Yeah. This is a very interesting question. I mean, if a boring color, again, it's maybe subjective. If you got silver ones, and I can show you the difference, and I'm going to open up Lightroom. All right, notifications, back to me. All right, I haven't used that for a while. There you go. That's the one. It's kind of the same location, almost the same car. It's a Q7. but the color was different. Okay, I don't want to update right now. Q7 silver, there you go. You can see. You understand what I go through, right? Beside the rims are black. Here's the edited shot. It's not as bad, but it doesn't look like this. It's a tough question to answer. I think also the location plays a big role. So if you have a location that complements the color of the car, and then that works as well. Like the Q7, I think it would have worked better in, I would say, a building where you've got, let me see, I think the Alfa Romeo here, this location was perfect. I think that would have worked here as well. But I only had that location to work with. So if the Q7 was here, the silver one would work, I think, better. What is my favorite photo recently? I think I really like the Q8. I haven't been shooting lately. It's very hot and warm where I come from. In the past 3 months, it got to 50 degrees. So it's pretty hard to shoot outside. It's very humid, very hot. So I haven't been shooting lately. But from the shots that I've shot like very recent, I think that was in June, I think the Q8 shots came out pretty nicely. I really like how the shots came out. So that is in contrast to the Q7 silver, which is okay, but not as good. Not as good, I think, as the Q7. Let me see if I got anything else. I mean, this shot is I think the best out of all. Not really. Just don't like the angle of this, but used it anyway, and then another one from the back. So on the Audi, yes, I did use a light, but I never used that shot. I just wanted to test how it looks. So here's the one with a strobe. I saw it. There you go. But I was on my own, and it's very hard to shoot with light, and I think the color didn't really need that light. It's all naturally lit over here. So this is naturally lit. So this is the before, and this is the after. Before, this is the after. Really appreciate that, Jason. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes you look at your work and you think, it's not as good, and it's not as nice, and it's not as. And sometimes you don't know if it's the color or the location. You try and figure things out, but also maybe I can blame Lightroom for this because I post-processed this in Lightroom. No, I'm just kidding. Lightroom is a good software. I think. I just think Capture One really captures things better. This is the RS5 shot. This is a silver one, but I didn't use that location. I remember why I didn't shoot this. My, well, not mine. I bought a tripod to try it out, and it broke on location, and that wasn't fun. So I had to leave without getting any good shot. Look at this. Now it looks good from that angle, right? This car looks good. And yes, it's all natural lights. You might take similar shots, and then you go and you try to lift out the shadows, the highlights, and stuff like that, and then you figure out, you look at the photo, it's not the same. Different cameras get different details. Some handles shadows and highlights better, especially the expensive ones. They really have, what is the word? What is the word? Oh, I forgot the word. I haven't been doing this for a while, so Jason, help over here. What is the word used for capturing highlights and shadows? Something range. What was it? What was it? Ah, it's coming. It's coming. Yeah, I can't remember it right now. Hope I'm not getting dementia. And this is the same location, by the way. I think the RS5 looked better than the Q7 as well. The color also is good. There you go, MA visual, dynamic range. So yes, some cameras have better dynamic range than the rest, especially if you have an entry. Thank you guys. Especially when you have an entry level camera, the dynamic range of that might not be as good as the new, more pro cameras. Dynamic range it is. Thank you guys. So yes, that was the word. So bringing in the details from the shadows in these shots and the other shots, recovering the highlights as well. Some cameras just do a better job than the rest. Yeah, I didn't like the interior shots. I didn't do a good job at it. So that's it. If you guys do have any question, let me know. Got another 20 minutes. That was quite fast. I haven't done this in a while. I'm kind of missing it. Let me see. This is the one with the Pagani. Yeah, so I recently shot the RS5, the Q7 Silver, and the Q8. That's it. That's what I shot maybe this year. This entire year. Damn, I'm lazy. Hey, Carlos. Well, let me see if I can do that. Honestly, I would love to open up the Q8 photos, but oops, hang on. I mean this, right? These over here. I can walk you through it, but it wouldn't be. Here's the thing is, for these shots, I made a premium tutorial for those who subscribe to, hang on, my Udemy. So it wouldn't be fair for me to uncover the layers of these shots because I've kind of used similar techniques, and it wouldn't be fair for them. I would love to show you the layers, and I forgot my Udemy password. Hang on. There you go. Yes. I don't know why it logged me out, but let me give you a link to these courses. Yeah, this is the one. Oh, go to course. Promotions, pricing. I'll just get you a link. YouTube, copy to clipboard, and I need. There you go. Yeah. So this course, this is what I'm referring to. It's $9.99. Actually has two courses in one. So I did the RS5 and then I did the Porsche first and then the RS5. It's so I go, oops, where's that window? Where are you guys? There you go. There you are. Yeah, so I did these two courses and I bundled them into one. So you can see here the first one is about post-processing in Photoshop, how it was shot. You can preview these because I left these for free, mask and guides. Let me leave a link to you guys over here. Finalizing the photo, dodging and burning, make it pop, and then the RS5 edit, which is kind of similar to the Q8, and I think you might find a few bits and pieces here in on my YouTube channel. But if I open that up, it won't be fair for the 272 students that enrolled into this one. And I do have another one also, since you guys are here. These are on a promotion. Yeah, it's 71 off. So let me see, manage course, promotions, and let's get that link. And there you go. There you go. That's the one. So that's another one at 71% off. And this is for the Jaguar shot. Oh, it's been highest rated. That's good. Changing the color, enhancing the environment, amplifying the color. So this one has, I mean, both lectures got a lot, and they are only at $9.99 if you guys are interested. Now, let me take this one off. Yeah, I don't need that. Let me paste this one here. You're welcome, Carlos. You are very welcome. You're welcome, MA Visuals. I guess that's it. If you guys don't have any questions, let me know. I'm running out of time. I need to close this one down. That's funny though, that I went out and removed my car because it's blocking the way during this live session. I wish there's a way to edit this on YouTube, or maybe there is. I need to find out. Thank you, Frank. Really appreciate it. Seems like students really enjoyed these lessons on Udemy. I'm thinking of doing more as well. For those who can't afford taking like expensive classes, I think these are a very good one to start with. Plus the content that you would see on YouTube. I'll try and do more of that as well, but I've been very, very busy since photography is not what I do and still a hobby. Shout out to Say, there you go, that's a shout out to you. So I'll leave these links in the description below once this live edit is gone. It will be available for you guys to rewatch. I don't know. I hope soon. Once I have more content for you guys, I'll definitely do more videos. It's just I haven't had cars to shoot. I didn't have the time actually to shoot cars. The weather is getting better, hopefully soon. And it's just around the corner. That should motivate me to go out and shoot more. I ran out of locations, so this is the only location that I have so far. But there you go. Thank you so much, Jason. Really appreciate it. I wish I could do more. I was thinking of doing one on how to create your own portfolio website. and that was supposed to happen a month ago. Unfortunately, I got very sick with these headaches and migraines, and I couldn't look at the monitor for a long time. So yeah, hopefully soon on how to set up a landing page like mine. Not that mine is very well done. There are a lot of softwares or online platforms that allows you to create websites. I still prefer using WordPress because it gives you that flexibility. Now, of course, if you are into bit of WordPress and setting it up and how to work with it, let's see. I mean, I do have some maybe free time coming up, and then I'll create one if you guys are interested, of course. So yeah, that's the portfolio, and it's using WordPress, by the way. Yeah, not a lot of car photography out there. It's a very niche photography to get into. There are a few ones out there. They're really good as well. I think one's by Pepriando, and you've got that guy from RGG. I forgot his name right now. I think these two are essential, are good to start with. Yeah, I can't think of anyone else, any other courses. Oh yes, you've got Tim Wallace. Tim Wallace got a few videos out there. Should check them out as well. Yeah, that's about it. That's what I recall. Anyway, guys, thank you all. Oh, you like on the window? Which window? What are you talking about? Ah, this one over here. Yeah, this is a good shot. You can find it in the course as well. Anyway, thank you guys. Really appreciate it. It was fun doing this, and I really missed you guys. So that's why I decided to come online. Otherwise, I wouldn't have made a video about that interior shot. Would have been easier just to come in live and see if you guys have any questions while actually walking you through the layers. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you all once again, Carlos, Jason, Angelo, MA, and all of the guys that actually stepped forward when I forgot, what the dynamic range part. Really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you, I guess, in hopefully the next video, which is soon, I promise. No, I don't promise. Let's wait for the weather to get better. Oh, I won't. I'll be around. I'm around. Hopefully not. I'll see you. All right, guys. And if you have any questions, leave it at the comment section below. For those who are going to rewatch this video, I hope they skip forward the first part where I jumped out. And if you have any questions, again, you can find me on Instagram. Reach out to me if I'm free. I'll definitely get back to you. All right, amigos. Time to end the stream. See ya. There you go. Oh, that's new to me. That interface is driving me crazy. See ya.